I don't have time to make a fun video, so we'll just go through this real quick. This is the ZippyBroker. We're talking about in the future, which is now actually, secondary market of robotics and tools, kind of like an Uber for robots. A marketplace for new and used, and then we have a marketplace to rent out your unused robots or your robots during times when they're not doing stuff for you. I extended this into more than just humanoid robots that could go to the grocery store or drive you home if you're drunk, you know. You could learn more about the bots, what their capabilities are. I have an entire robot index of thousands of robots that are also manufacturing robots and machinery that is controlled robotics. But I'm trying to focus mainly on the AI integrated bots that learn or can follow tasks. But anyways, this was the demo site. My 3D rendering is not showing here, but there is a 3D model rendering right now. I just got to upload the model for each one of these different bots that are available. But I created, I got to sign in. I created a robot index that has thousands of manufacturers, capabilities, all the different bots, all their capabilities, their dimensions, their construction materials, what they're intended for, you know, what the back end is, links to their user manuals. And I'm slowly going to be processing each one of those and working each one of the vendors to see if we can become a distributor or a reseller, and also a source of truth for all the different types of bots that are out there and machinery that's out there to do industrial tasks as well as workforce replacement tasks. Helper bots. So there's a public-facing community, you know, just the kind of the browse robot. I need a robot to train my kid, or to take care of this, or to drive me home when I'm drunk, or to cook some meals for me, or go shopping for me. That's where you rent them out here. Of course, we have our financing stuff too. I gotta log in for you to see all this. Robotic rental place, marketplace. It's basically just a shell for now. It does work though. If we were to log in, we could rent the robot and then Stripe would show up. I am not integrated with Stripe right now because I don't want people to be sending a bunch of stuff through for robots that don't exist yet. But if we ever get some traction, then we could actually finish this off and integrate a payment portal and yeah, really go ham with it. My night mode doesn't work. It goes underneath a layer here that I got to figure out what layer it is. Demo certs, demo credentials should work. Yeah, they did. Come on. This is not the most recent version of this. Let's see. Too many projects. What you gonna do, huh? Always another bug to fix. Hey, it fixed it for me. That's nice. Maybe. It was working before. Don't know why it messed up now. The session state's not happening over here. Application works. Maybe we can start selling robots online. Certified pre-owned robots. Public marketplace. There's going to be so many first gen, second gen bots that are going to be for sale here soon. It's going to be a huge marketplace. It's the Craigslist for robots. Meanwhile, you can rent them to do chores for you. Haven't figured out all of the mechanics for the logistics on the side of it for job completion, task completion, and how you're going to manage giving orders to robots that you don't own to do things for you. That's a whole ecosystem and standards council that we need to work with the different robotics companies to standardize and publish, so that maybe we can. I mean, nobody's doing it right now, so maybe we can just be the original standards group that creates the work queue for the private owned robotics services. I do have a portal that you can't see here because it's on a private, but it allows you to extend this idea into booking facilities. Think surgical centers and manufacturing facilities. Manufacturing facilities will have various different machinery that they have, a cost per hour to set up and a cost per hour to take down, and then a cost per hour for operating. And then you also have the human cost of the machine to operate the machine, or to set up the machine, or to take it down. So you have your fixed and labor costs that they can plug into our portal, and then also offset with labor costs from robot. So if you have a humanoid robot or a machine that's running that other machine, that you can rent out by the hours too. Basically, you could upload a engineering specifications to a shop that then could translate it to the time on each machine in a workflow in a manufacturing facility, and allow you to estimate the amount of robotic labor hours versus human labor hours versus machine time at each station, and what the total cost is of a production run based off the number of units ordered. You could also do that with like a tooling facility too, to try to keep those guys that are the experts at making tools able to receive and test and iterate on products and give estimates based off the time and use of the equipment and time and use of robotics, humanoid robotics, to build or to design or redesign things as well, for prototyping and then full production runs. For surgical centers, doctors could You know, there's this big push right now for doctors to rent out non-hospitals for day surgeries. So there's these surgical care facilities all over the place that you know, for specialty cares, there you'll go in and it's not a hospital, but they have surgery rooms that the doctors will perform their different surgeries in, whether it's a colostomy or not colostomy, colonoscopy or a nose surgery or whatever it is, a dental surgery. Like I had just this past week, I had a deviated septum, and my ear, nose, throat specialist had me go to a surgery center that he booked. He doesn't own the center. He's just a surgeon that rents out the facility to perform his tasks, and they have staff nurses and staff facilities and staff tools that he selects. We could do that all automated in a system. As more and more AI systems come on and robotic systems come on, the surgeon could say, I need a robot that's specialized in joint replacement or in anesthesiology or in whatever telemetry services. And you can book that ahead of time. You can book the room and book the facility for the patient. And when you check in, you just scan your code and show your ID, and you don't have to deal with all these other forms because it's all done ahead of time for the patient's side of you, and the doctors can communicate and share all the data back and forth, and all your medical records could be all tied in. I do have zippyhealth.io that I was trying to build out as well for this hackathon, but it didn't get published in time. I have so much work to do on it. It's ridiculous. Long story short is robotic marketplace. I think it's a thing that's going to happen, and it will happen. So let me know your thoughts. Yeah, I'm terrible at voiceovers and terrible about making videos. I know that. I think the idea is good though.